Da-da, ba-dee-dee, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo.
Chilling in the garden where the green leaves grow. Catch a vibe so smooth, feel the peace overflow. From the mountains to the sea, take a token, feel free. In the cannabis and network is where happiness be. Blazing trails with friends, dancing to the twilight.
Hey, who?
Rings rise
You.
high under the pale
Hey, me?
moonlight.
Yeah. Come here.
What?
Come here.
Let your spirit shine.
What?
Yeah. You look like an intelligent young man.
I do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do, sure.
You look like someone who'd be interested in a bargain.
A bargain?
Yeah.
Why, sure, why not? Are you a salesman?
Right.
Oh. What do you sell?
Eights.
8, like the number 8. Like,
Whoa! That was faster than I thought it was going to be. What's up, everybody? How's it going?
Good evening, all.
Waiting for YouTube to push the notifications. People are starting to pop in. The number's climbing. Got some terp scoops. I want to do an early bird if they want. It costs, we figured it out. It's basically $5 for shipping if they want some, and I can do 2 packs of cones.
403 in
won't.
the house.
What's
DB
up,
in
Mr.
the
Canada?
house. Marcy and Scrappy. No adulting. Everybody's coming in tonight. Can't stay long. Got to go to bed early. I feel the same way, man. I think I'm under the weather.
I'm having a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day, a beautiful day.
In the neighborhood?
Man, I'm telling you, I'm having a great day. I'm getting a lot of stuff accomplished. I got packages stacked up behind me. I got all kinds of good shit going on. Woo woo. Let's see. Tomorrow, I'm going to play. Do I got the video on here? Fuck no. What a slacker. So we got the Weed Gets people tomorrow. Ugh. Let's get your big old arm in the way. I hit
Tomorrow.
Thursday. Some a bitch. Listen, I've been busy. I'm working hard. So they got this super awesome pipe. Purple. Look at it. It's purple. The box is purple. Renee's all kinds of excited. It's got a carbon filtration thing in it. It's cooling technology. Smoke filtration cooling technology. I don't know. They're going to come on Thursday and tell us how it works. They're giving that away. And they're giving away this filter. It's a one hitter with 5 little deals you can preload with your reefer in there. So we're giving away a couple pieces of paraphernalias. And we're going to give away some cones. I'm going to give away some cones right now if anybody wants them. Purple.
Purple cones.
Then I got some terp scoops if you wanted. That'll go in there as well. You either get a 2-pack of cones or Hobo Rob got his pirate pipe. Make sure you give Willem David Products a shout out on Instagram, Hobo Rob, and give him a shout out on YouTube when you do your video. Make sure you give me a shout out too. All the girls love purple.
All the girls love purple.
And them Vikings fans.
That's good.
Marcy. Marcy says hi to you as well, Mr. I Grow Fire.
What's that?
Miss Marcy Collins coming from Roswell, New Mexico says hi, Mr. I Grow Fire.
How you doing? I got to get my headphones fixed.
Hobo Rob doesn't have Instagram anymore. Well, he's got a YouTube channel. I didn't get my links pinned in this description. I will update that tomorrow. I do need to get an ashtray. I got a strawberry banana blunt wrap. I rolled a fatty with some really good reefer in there because I'm having one of them days. It's a good day, but I was working hard, packing, getting ready for the next chapter. One for each lung. I'm reading Scrappy's comments. He's got some Delta pens, one for each lung. He's going to stick one up each nostril.
Blast off.
It was almost 80 here yesterday and today as well. I'm like, woo. And if you guys didn't see, we got some really cool dugouts in the mail, some custom wood dugouts with the Cannabis Sewer Network logo on it. 403 is going to smoke some Canadian hash. Gotta love that.
Damn right.
Must be high on the hashish.
Well, Joe,
Maybe he was high on the hashish.
you could have did that one, or you could have did
Maybe he
that.
was high on the hashish.
I forget where they are all the time.
All right, you got a nostril challenge.
A what? No. Like boogers the rest of my day. You know, like I'd have to have some kind of a tip to put on that thing where I could shove it up in the nostril, then take the tip off, like a glass tip or something.
Hey, Bacchus in the house.
Love the suggestion though.
You can do it, I grow fire. Just get in the line.
Oh,
Get
Jericho,
in the line.
get off the creeper board, Jericho. Sound like the old people trying to talk on the Minecraft with my kids on there. Hear that shit, and I'm like, yep, no more. Click, done.
Carol Ann. Carol Ann.
Oh.
Jericho, stop hiding.
Carol Ann. I should have grabbed my bifocals. Hello? Nope.
And we're back.
That was a creeper hacking into our show, obviously.
You want some candy?
Damn it, Joe. You sound rough, brother.
What's that?
You sound rough.
I'm telling you, I don't know. I'm not feeling 100% right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Probably depressed that I can't use my new driver yet.
The what?
Why, is your club all snowy?
My new tailor-made driver.
Nice.
You want to see
Come on,
it?
Joe. Come on. You know you want to fucking show everybody.
I'll be right. I'll get it. Hold on.
Marcy said, "Stop. My sides hurt." All right, I got to do it again.
I'm telling you, this sounds like the lady from Poltergeist, right? Look, that looks like a hockey stick thing.
Nah, he got that fancy club cover.
That's the club cover, man.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that.
Renee Vester in the house. What's up, Renee?
It's got all kinds of stuff on it.
Hold on, Joe. Jeez, you got fucking buttons and you never push them.
Was
That
waiting
looks
on
like a fancy brain beater.
Oh yeah.
fancy brain beater.
Nice leather condom, Joe.
This is gonna be my new best friend. I played with it on the simulator yesterday.
I do have a hashtag up, and the chat games are working.
Joe's at the giveaway for tonight.
This here, no.
What's a club like that run, Joe? And then how much did you tell your wife it was?
It cost $2.99.
That's not bad.
No, it's an old model. It's not a brand new. You can pay up to $600 for those clubs, man. But they gave me a veterans discount.
I wouldn't fucking pay $1.50 for that thing.
So you don't know what you're missing.
They gave me.
Will it help me aim the ball at the people walking in front of me better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll pay for that fucker then. Renee says, "Hey, Mr. I Grow Fire."
How you doing, Renee?
Joe, have you ever listened to the song "The Golf Game"?
No, I don't think so.
There you go. There's a cone hashtag. Somebody's seen it.
The golf game. I'll look it up.
The golf what?
The golf game. Safety meeting. You want me to run? You want me to put it up there?
It's already up.
No, you want me to run the game or what?
Already am.
Oh, you did that? All right.
Jericho, are you even smoking?
Huh?
Okay. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I've been collecting comments. It was just pinned in chat. DV saw it. So did somebody else. I missed them.
Excuse me.
I sent Joe a bunch of cones and terp scoops to give away in case I'm absent. Bunch of shit. Joe's got a pile of shit.
Marcy, I found it. But I'll have to listen to it later.
Daryl in the house. Don't forget to smash that thumbs out, share out the stream.
Did you send Dutchie an invite?
It is 3:00 in the morning in Amsterdam. Scrappy says he just texted me. Let me find my fucking phone.
Oh,
Should have Mr. Fish and Gold coming on here in a little bit.
I think he's having dinner, no?
He is. Can't wait to hear about his weekend. Remember, he was going in the city or something like that. He had plans. Then he smoked up all his bud that he planned on taking with him on the live stream.
Yep. He went through an eighth in the little time we were live.
Yeah. That was a 3-hour show. What are you talking about, little time?
It was a good night.
Thought Joe was going to turn into a pumpkin there at the end. You know what I mean? That's the longest we've had Joe on there for a while.
I know the gerbil genocide, Scrappy.
Bacchus, did I sing you happy birthday one time?
Chris Miller in the house. Welcome in, Chris. It's Tokin Tuesday. Make sure you guys are burning and turning.
Oh.
And don't forget, this stream is sponsored by Funkaway.
Funkaway.
Yeah. Funkaway. Whether you're chiefing in the car, your dorm room, or in your camper, spray a little funk away.
Don't nobody smoke in their car, Jericho. It's a bunch
Hey.
of bunch of law-abiding citizens.
I'm going to tell you what, when I went to Colorado, you're not allowed to smoke in public. You have to smoke in your property. And if you're staying in a hotel, the police tell you you can't smoke in the smoking section. You got to go smoke in your car. I was like, all right, I got air conditioning in my car. Tell you what. Sweet.
Evening, fellas.
How's it going?
Good, man.
How's the weather over there in balmy, sunny Seattle?
Well, the sun is more in a liquid state today, as we have an atmospheric river. However, earlier it was sunny and bright, but due to a wind speed of 10,000 miles an hour, it's 32,000 degrees below 0 Kelvin. No, we're having a big windstorm and big rainstorm. Yeah, more Seattle rain, you know.
So have you ever experienced the one where it picks the fish up out of the ocean and throws them onto the ground? I can't remember what it's called. We did have a discussion about this.
I've never seen that.
It's my kind of.
It's an actual event that causes it. And yes, Scrappy, they actually do have a pet spray that does deal with dog farts.
Well, you've seen those fish that during a certain time of the season when the boats come up the river, they're literally the frequency from the boat motor.
That's a Chinese carp, yeah.
Yeah, it's a carp.
They jump out of the damn river into your boat.
Yeah.
They'll take you out.
Yes, they
Oh,
will.
it is Bacchus's birthday. So, Joe, you know what that means?
When today? It's
Yep.
his birthday today?
Yep.
Oh, man.
So we did it last year.
What are you waiting?
Huh?
What are you wait? Are you waiting?
Yeah, I'm putting you on the.
What? I can't carry a note. Why do I always get the job, man?
Cause you are
ready.
All right, we'll do it tomorrow. You ready? In the key of, let's see, G. Let's do it in the. I don't even know what that means.
G.
G whiz.
Ready? Here we go.
All right, here we go. You ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bacchus. Happy birthday to you.
Maybe he was high on the hashish.
Happy birthday there, Bacchus. Happy birthday.
All right, Bacchus, it's time for the birthday dab, my friend.
66
Birthday
years
dab.
old.
There you go.
Yep.
Getting baked.
blew him a shotgun.
Let's get baked for Bacchus. Oh,
That's a big old ripper.
oh.
Oh, yeah.
So you realize when they
I
say
got
you're
hit with that.
66, it's not the year you're turning, it's the years you've spent. So Coca-Cola put out a new flavor.
Did they?
Orange creamsicle. And I'm gonna tell you what, it's fucking amazing.
I don't think anything tastes like a real cream.
I got fucking good and baked earlier. And I drank some of that shit and I was like, Hashtag safety meeting, by the way. Hashtag safety meeting. Get you a 8-pack of cones and a turp scoop. And if you're lucky, you might win a bonus prize. Mr. I Grow Fire's down there dying.
Yeah. That was a good one. I'm back.
All right, 403.
There.
Take it easy there, Travis. Talk to you soon. Strawberry cheesecake. Oh, man. I like those cake brands. The first thing I think I got was wedding cake. Then I got some birthday cake, and now they got strawberry cheesecake.
You got pancake.
Pancake?
That
I got was wedding cake.
Oh, somebody's got audio feedback.
Nope. I got to care of.
Yeah, you had pancake, Joe.
When
Because
did
that
I
was
have,
the shit we smoked.
when did I have pancake?
Tattoo girl.
Oh,
That shit was fire.
Is that the shit he brought down with him that last time that you were talking about?
Yes.
Yep.
Chef Brian in the house. What's up, Chef Brian?
Jolly Roger, what's happening, man? Good to see you.
Let's see, we got 12 people watching. We have 11 thumbs up.
I got 14 in over here.
We're live multi-platform.
Very good. Well, if everybody take just a minute and hit that little thumbs up, it'd be awesome.
Smash it.
If you haven't already subscribed, man, smash that. Hit that notification bell. Do all that good stuff. Support the channel.
All right, here we go. I'm going to play a fast video to show you what the Terp Scoop is.
Chilling in the garden where the green leaves grow. Catch a vibe so smooth, feel the peace overflow. From the mountains to the sea, take a token, feel free in the canopy.
Yeah, it's a scoop to scoop your weed or your keef out of your grinder. It's pretty cool. All right, good luck. Got to be in it to win it. Costs $5 to get it shipped to you. It's pretty cool. I like them. They're really pretty. Bacchus, are you still here?
Happy birthday.
For his birthday. Look at that.
Well,
A
Bacchus,
birthday win for Bacchus.
Bacchus's birthday. That's kind of like a Bacchus birthday bonus.
Bacchus, wasn't that the god of drink and merriment?
Yep, the debauchery.
Heck yeah, man. A little scoop would be handy to scoop out your ground weed out of your grinder, your keef out of the bottom of your keef tray.
So what's cool is it's one perfect bowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, for the bowl I'm using anyways.
Yeah.
It just happens to be. I don't think Bacchus is still here. I think he went to bed with his old self. Oh, there he is. He says, give it to Joe.
Give it to Joe.
I just packed Joe up a giant box full.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them already.
All right, Bacchus, I'll run it again. All right, hashtag safety meeting if you're not in it, because more people just came in. I'll find one and put it up on the wall. Hashtag safety meeting.
Well, Jolly Roger found a little silver today. That's cool. Just doing a little silver on the coin roll hunting. I've seen that online where people do that. They just get
Daryl,
right on.
There you go.
Daryl, you still here? There he is. Daryl, he is in it to win it.
All right.
All right, Daryl, I got questions. I'm gonna need you to email me, or you can text, but I need your address and your email address. And then I'm gonna need you to Cash App $5 to me, but we can figure that out. Whoa, wrong guy. Look at that handsome old bastard. So we've got smiley faces and a bunch of fancy stuff. And then I do have some dollar bill ones. So you can smoke a $100 bill. Trying to find the $100 bill. I know they're in here. There you go. Here's what the $100 bill ones look like. It looks like $100 bills. Yeah, looks like $100 bills. Which one do you want, Daryl? You let me know. If you want sunflowers, we won't judge you, or daisies, or whatever the hell they are. Smiley faces. I don't care. You just let me know what you want. There's plain white ones if you want white ones.
They're all going to burn the same.
That's right. They're all going to be ash when you're done. And then I'll get to the scoops in a minute. I mean, they could be pansies. $100 bills. All right.
The $100 bills are popular.
They are. I told her to send me a case of the $100 bills. She didn't listen. We're running low on the Terp scoops already. And if you got Instagram, make sure you go over and check out the Instagram lady. All right, so since we're running low, I just picked you a random color. You got an orange one. Yeah, send an email again, bud. I'm going to need your address. Yeah, so we got an orange Terp scoop. Got little hearts on it. A little sticker in there.
Very nice.
Yeah, so beautiful Burns cones and Terp scoops. If you got an Instagram, make sure you jump over and thank them. We'll do another giveaway here in a little bit from them.
Fishing Gold, how was your weekend?
Oh man,
How was your train ride?
The train ride was okay down there, and then once you know, when I decided to come back, they said there's something wrong with our train. We can't give you a train ride back to Seattle.
Does a pipe come with it? No, Daryl. We have to get 50 likes to give away a pirate pipe and a Calypso.
Yeah, the Amtrak had an engine down, so we had to take a bus for a couple hours. So that was kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's always nice to get out of the city.
Yeah.
Hey, New Era Outdoors, welcome in. It says, "Hey, it's Brandon. How are you, Fishing Gold? Welcome."
That's my buddy. Yep, I just shared the link with him. Told him he needs to come check this out now.
Nice.
He's a good dude. Yeah.
Well, I hope you're smoking because you're not going to want to watch this fucking shit. It's over. Whoa, I hit the wrong button. We've got fucking weird sounds.
Did you hit the button again?
Come on, Joe, get in the car. I got some candy, motherfucker. Come on, man, I got some raisins and prunes.
Don't fall for that one again, Joe. Make him show
I got prunes.
Come
on, Joe, I got prunes. I got more prunes than you can use, old man. You'll be so regular, you won't know what to do with yourself. Come on, Joe. You
Wanna
know
give it
you
a
need
go?
some fiber.
Does that sound better? Yeah. Yeah, I hit a button fucking around. But yeah, welcome in.
Anthony Lester, what's happening there?
Hey, man, I wonder if you feed candy to a rabbit, will it poop jelly beans? I think that's a fair question.
I think you should just try it, see what happens.
Well, I was thinking about my little cousin. I got this little cousin that ain't right. He got hit by a car. He just ain't right, man.
Are you ready to give it the taste test?
Well, I got this little cousin I'm thinking about trying to get him to try it. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Get him a rabbit, feed that son of a gun candy.
No, so you got to feed them and tell them it's sugar. They're fucking milk duds.
There you go.
You feed them liquor. You feed them licorice, and you get black jelly beans.
Right? Yeah.
Oh shit!
Going in for another dab, guys. Going in for another dab.
Smart pills. I remember the smart pills.
My dad tell rabbit turds to kids and tell them that was something.
Smoke weed every day.
There he is. You asked for him.
Yep, there he is. What's happening there, Dutchy?
What's up?
Hey, Dutchy.
Rabbits won't eat the candy.
Dang it. Hoping they would.
All right, so if you look at this comment here, that is not what the fuck that looks like on YouTube.
Yeah.
And don't forget, next week we are taking a sabbatical. I'm moving, taking a week off, going to be setting up the new office, the new shop, the new workshop. Got a bunch of shit to do. But we'll be right back at it again on March 11th. We're going to be getting all kinds of fucking high with the Dynavap. We're going to wrap up this week with Weed Gets and a double pipe giveaway. So it's going to be pretty fucking awesome.
Right on.
Yeah, rabbits do love reefer. I'm going to tell you that much.
Oh, yeah, I bet they do.
Little fucking bastards.
Dutchy, what are you doing being that high in the middle of the night over there?
I'm going.
Oh, he's been trimming all night.
Oh, yeah?
Trim jail.
Hey, Dutchy, I got a question about growing over in the Netherlands. If you don't mind answering a question.
It's illegal.
It's legal over there. Yeah.
No, it's not legal to grow.
Oh, it's not. So maybe I better not ask a question.
You can ask.
Okay. Well, the question is this. When I was in the service in Germany, we used to get, things from the Netherlands, herbal supplies, as it were. We were servicemen and weren't supposed to be using it, but we would get our herbal supplies from there. And they had a big problem with spider mites in the bud when I was over there. And I was wondering, is that a thing in the Netherlands with so many gardens, or is that just maybe the gardens that I was dealing with at the time as a young man?
Was that like 78, 81?
No, this would be more like 87, 88, 89, 90. Yeah.
I'm just trying to date you.
Yeah. Cold War, into the Cold War.
Okay.
Yeah.
Late 80s.
Yeah, I was there when the wall came down, actually. I was in Germany.
Wow.
Yeah. Amazing time to be there. Yeah, okay, there we go. Spider mites is a big outdoor. Yeah.
Is that just because it's so moist there? It's a giant freaking pond.
Yeah.
Well, that's like here in North Carolina, spider mites and aphids. that shit. I mean, you might as well just be prepared for that.
Neem oil, brother.
Oh yeah,
that's what I use.
I tell you what, I've been using this stuff called green cleaner for years.
Yeah, you're telling me about that. I would love to try that.
It's citric acid. I think it's got a little bit of rosemary in it. I don't think it's got any peppermint, but it's it's mainly just all
Joe, check your phone.
That stuff right there. I mean, it does the trick.
Yeah,
it's an amazing product. I mean, I've thrown everything at it. You know what I mean? Like, I've had massive infestations in entire 35-foot by 100-foot greenhouses.
Oh my goodness!
And just fogging with everything: neem, rosemary, peppermint, and then finally I throw the green cleaner to it and hit that like 3 times. Done. And we're talking like 3,000 plants, because a lot of them were starting.
Yeah, we'll see. With neem oil, it's phototoxic, so you got to rinse it off with the sun. You put your lights back on it.
Well, we always just did it at the end of the day if we did neem.
Yeah.
Before it got dark, you know what I mean? Give it enough time so that the leaves aren't wet when they get to, you know what I mean? Like, you want to do it at dusk, you know what I mean?
So,
yeah.
2 things. Anthony Lester hasn't had that problem in Virginia, and Dutchy says he just plants garlic close to the
stock.
And DB says expand on the green cleaner. And my next question for you is, how long have you been growing Fish and Gold? And that's a question for you after the expand on the green cleaner. Mr. Here, you got to go on this screen, and because you brought it up. Oh, motherfucker. Here you go.
What do you mean expand on the green cleaner?
She wants to know what it is.
It's just it's a kind of like a dang, what is it called? A sour soap or something like that kind of product, to where, it just, you put
Is it organic?
Yes. It's all oil from like peppermint, citric acid. I think it's got a little bit of rosemary in it, but it's all just, natural plant oils. And you can use it pretty heavily. But that's what I personally choose to, anytime I have aphids or mites or whatnot. If you got time, you can throw ladybugs in there, but you better put a ton of ladybugs in there if you got a massive infestation.
Yeah, ladybugs are a great way to go for an organic. They also make predator mites.
They are. There's a guy, actually, one of my brother's best friends married a guy that's what he does.
Yeah.
Is he sells predator bugs for farming.
Yeah.
And he flies like Colorado, California, and stuff like that, and sells bugs to the big places.
Very nice.
Whose damn kitty got in the ring?
Creed from 9 Finger Mining. He wants to know if it's safe to rub on his nipples.
And don't make it. All right, Jericho, take me off the big screen.
But you like it. Gonna do another cone and either double cone or cone and terp scoop. You can choose. Florida's infested with tourists. DB says, fuck spraying shit, just plant extra flowers. If it's always a problem, just be pre-prepared by pre-planting.
That's the thing about it. The place that I was at was it was a farm, and it had been in operation prior to us using it, and they grew tomatoes. So spider mites and aphids, and he had livestock and everything else around there. So, bugs it'd been in business for like 30 years. So, bugs was nothing that they weren't used to. They just treated for them every year and rolled on with it. But then every single year they come back.
Yeah.
when you go in, I mean, we didn't have any problems in Virginia, luckily. It really just kind of depends on where you're at. That is true, though. We didn't have one single problem with any bugs in Virginia. We didn't have to treat it.
Not one.
Yeah. No powdery mildew, which I was really surprised because it was pretty humid a lot of the time.
DB says if need be, she can mix essential oil stuff herself.
That's the way to do it.
A lot of people do organic gardeners.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you, I do a lot of fishing out in eastern Washington. It's one particular lake which shall remain unnamed. And a friend of mine,
come on, you can tell us.
A friend of mine has promise not to tell anybody. Anyways, a friend of mine has a property there, and every time I go fishing, he's got a 55-gallon drum for fish, the guts and the heads and everything when you're done cleaning the fish.
Oh, yeah.
That thing's been sitting in the weather for 3 years. We've got it about halfway full so far. And he says when it's full, he'll let it sit for about another 3 years, and then he'll use it in his 1 acre organic garden he's got going.
Oh, yeah.
Pure nitrogen, yeah. Pure nitrates, yeah. So I got fish food.
Stuff called fish shit. That's good
Doing
stuff.
good there, Dutchie. Doing good.
And it's pretty much the same thing. I don't think it's probably not been done as long as that guy does his, but
yeah.
Nonetheless, I've heard good things about it. I know several people that use it.
Yeah.
So how long have you been growing fishing gold?
Well, let me see. Legally, I've been growing since 2009.
Well, how long have you been farming?
Okay. Yeah. Allegedly,
I've been growing tomatoes.
I may or may not have been growing since 1982. But yeah. No, we used to do the guerrilla grows back in the days where you'd find some little clearing and you just broadcast seed everything and just let it go and hope to get what you get. Of course, back then it was everything we made we turned into hash or hash oil. So if it had seeds, we saved the seeds because that was next year's crop, and everything else, all the THC, all the trichomes and everything we made into hash and hash oil specifically. They called it honey oil back then. But you probably remember honey oil, Joe.
Honey oil?
Honey oil back in the day, that old hash oil they had.
Like the
hash oil, I remember.
Yeah.
That's what my uncles called it.
The BHO?
Yeah, hash oil.
No, not BHO. It was made with Everclear.
Okay.
Yeah. It was made with Everclear. You had to let the Everclear run out. We would soak just gallons of Everclear in all this trim and then make just a full extract cannabis oil out of it. And it would just come out amber. You'd hold the like a little bottle of it. You'd hold up to the sun and it would just be an amber colored oil.
That's kind of like RSO oil, no?
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah.
So why stop doing that? Because that was good shit.
No, it's still a great thing to do with it. But when I have trim, I'm a hash guy. I love hash. I'd much rather make it into hash. Just because with hash you save all the terpenes. Whenever you extract chemically, you're going to lose something. You're going to lose taste. You're going to lose some flavor. You're going to lose. That's why these guys that are doing like these hash rosins and these distillates and whatnot that are coming out real terpy and everything, man, they've really got it down to a science, something that's far beyond what I know. But I do know that when you use something chemical, you take away. But when you make it with ice water or even dry ice or something like that, where you're not really affecting the plant, you're not altering the plant.
What about using like a freeze dryer?
Well, no, I use a freeze dryer at the end of making bubble hash. I like to use a freeze dryer if I have access to one. What I'll do is I'll make my ball of hash. At the end of the day, I'll have my different sizes of or grades of hash. Remember, I was telling you how when you make hash, it's kind of like clarifying gold.
Yep.
You end up with different grades of hash at the end. and you put it all together in one ball, and then I'll stick it in the freezer and let it freeze. Shave it through a microplane, stick that in a freeze dryer. Let that freeze dry. Bring that out. Then you can roll it into temple balls. You can press it into bricks. You can do whatever you want with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
It really is. If you have a freezer,
I'll be right back, guys.
All right, Jeff.
Don't forget your hearing aids.
Don't forget your hearing aids.
Yeah, if you want to win some beautiful Burns cones, there's some pretty designer cones. You can either get two pack of cones or a Terp scoop and a set of cones. $5 for shipping. Hashtag organic. Because they were having a discussion about organic.
I mean, it's definitely the best way to go. I know some people that do some amazing things with salts, but I'm an all organic fan.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, you can really taste the difference in the end product.
You do.
You know,
You do.
I've seen some that haven't been flushed properly, and the buds will spark when you put fire to them.
What is the price for like Cali plate hash in the USA?
What was that again?
I put it up on the screen. I don't have my glasses on. I think it says, what is the price for like Cali plate hash in the USA?
Oh, well, I don't know anything about Cali, but you won't believe this. In the dispensaries in Seattle right now, not even bubble hash, this is pressed hash, they're getting $45 a gram.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not getting it from me, but somebody. $45 a gram is what they pay.
Oh shit! Here you go. We got to get in it to win it. Jolly Roger. He doesn't even smoke these. He's won them a couple times and given them to people in chat. All right, Jolly Roger.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna give it to this time? I sealed your box up already. It's already sealed up and ready to go. Jolly Roger's got a giant box coming.
Right on. Jolly Roger. Yeah, 20 euros for good and up to 35 for 5. Yeah. So it's about the same price.
Do, 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 do,
Yeah.
do.
When I was in the Army, why we used to buy
If you want to pass them on to Marcy, are you going to pay Marcy's shipping? It's $5 for shipping. I don't care. But yeah, either way, I don't care. So, Marcy. He says, sure. Well, Marcy lives in Roswell, so I think she gets enough of that alien shit, but she might want aliens. Marcy. You never fucking know. She might like aliens. What do you want, Marcy? I have not tried Coffee Bong Hot yet. She says, fuck no, no aliens. There's a lot of really cool ones. I can move the camera and wires and all that stuff. Or I can, there's smiley faces. There's random pretty wallpaper like looking shit. Random pretty ones. I don't know. There's some just anything purple. Okay, I'll find something with some purple on it. All right, Jolly Roger. Thank you, sir. Or ma'am. I'm not sure which one of you's got the phone. Now, Marcy, do you want 2 packs of cones or do you want a terp scoop and cones? And look at these 2 mother suckers up here hiding. So you get a choice, Marcy. Renee says, show each one at the camera. There's a whole bunch of them, Renee. We've been doing this for an hour.
Just cooperate, Jericho.
I'm too high for this shit.
Thank you, honey.
Hi, Abby.
She can't hear you. She's got her headphones on. She's in her own little world.
By the way, Fire, I'll tell you, congratulations on the beautiful wall art.
You like that, huh?
I told my goddaughter about it just the other when you told me about that idea. I told her about it, and she's like, "That is so smart. That is just wicked smart." Because yeah,
you know, you really got to compromise.
Yeah, well, she's got a 3-year-old that loves to draw.
All right, Marcy. Hi, everybody.
Like the promise from back in the day.
Look, that's as purple as they get. They got different purple and silver tips. They're multicolored and shit. It looks like a party. There's 16 cones there. Limited edition Nikki Davis designer packs. Ooh, aren't they beautiful? There you go. Congratulations, Marcy. Thank you, Jolly Roger.
Good on you for passing the love on there, Jolly Roger.
Everybody's going hidden and hilarious. What do you got there, Jericho?
The purple envelope.
With the purple papers.
With the pretty purple papers. Pretty purple papers in a purple envelope. Say that fucking 5 times fast. Tell you what.
Too high for that shit.
Marcy, email it just in case. Yeah, 2 packs fit perfectly in this motherfucking purple pack.
Yeah, look at that. Fish and Go got the idea too.
Just a tip.
Jericho, you ain't got nothing ready to smoke?
What do you mean? I got the pirate pipe. It's already packed and ready to go.
Pull up your big boy britches and let's do it. Guys on here wanting me to damn take hit.
I wasn't scared. Ooh, that's warm.
Yeah. That's warm in the throat. Like I said, if I had a tip or something I could put on there, I might would entertain that offer.
Excuse me while I relearn how to breathe. It's a great thing about doing dabs.
Always relearning how to breathe afterwards.
Hit the reset.
I was just gonna say, you know, you're doing a good dab. You gotta hit your reset.
I'm telling you, time I do a dab like that, I'm running for the freezer. Door open, I'm sticking my face up in that cold ass air instantly. Like it just, that's the reset right there.
Yeah.
Don't forget to smash the thumbs up. We hit 50 thumbs up. We're giving away a pirate pipe and a calypso.
Heck yeah, man.
We've already got Marcy Collins winning due to a pay it forward by Jolly Roger and Daryl with a pay it forward from Bacchus on his birthday, because he says, give it to dude.
So I gotta say, Jericho, it took me 1.5 ounces with the filter for my pirate pipe to need to be cleaned.
Isn't that crazy?
Took 1.5 ounces of bud to get that dirty enough. So I was like, you know, I'm starting to taste it. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a quick clean. And it wasn't as dirty as I thought it was gonna be, but it needed cleaning. You know.
He says, oh, now I'm going to say if he wins the pirate pipe, he's taking that.
Right?
So you smoked 1.5 ounces through your pirate pipe already?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've done at least that.
Yeah.
So you like it?
Oh, I love this little thing.
Do you?
I really do. Yeah. I
So have you had to tighten your
my screw on the side here?
On the top?
On the top? No, I've not.
I have.
Yeah, it comes with a little tool to do it, the little Allen wrench, but no.
Yeah, I have. I had to tighten mine.
Yeah, I haven't had to do anything to it except clean it that one time.
I gave
Next run, Dutchie's making an announcement. The next run is papaya cookies, Gorilla Skittles, and Larry Bubba Gelato crossed with Gelato 41.
Larry's Bubba Kush.
Renee loves her some pirates. Loves her pirate pipe as well. She says it's freaking awesome.
That's gonna be some nice stuff Dutch you'll have.
Yeah, so when I was in the army in
Pirate pipes are the shit.
When I was in the army in Germany, we used to get hash and we'd make little worms out of it and we'd put it inside of our cigarettes. Like a just a little string of hash in our cigarette. And we'd smoke it like that. And then hope to heck you wouldn't get a UA in the next month. You know, being in the army, they kind of look down on stuff like that, you know. Let me see. Is Jocko still on here? There is Dutchie. Dutchie, you guys do that? You ever do that with a little bit of yeah, where you make the worms? Yeah, you still make the worms. Right on.
Running right down the middle of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I do my crumble like that. When I roll my blunts,
yeah,
I get like some good sugar rosin.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, I'll just crunch that shit up right in the middle. And Jericho's smoked many of them with me.
Yeah.
Put that good stuff on there. I'm a huge fan of the papaya strains.
Well, are you?
Oh, man, I love them.
Yeah.
I love the terpene profile on them. It's just out of this world. I mean, like, I love that taste. I love the lemons and I like the citrus taste, but I not so much heavily towards the orange, more towards the lemon and the lime and stuff.
Yeah.
The papaya strains and the tangy strains. Oh man.
Mm-hmm. I remember years ago, back like 2009, 2010, I got some clones of, and I really wish I'd saved the genetics, but it was called grapefruit.
Huh.
And damn if it didn't come out smelling kind of like grapefruit. Like you open that bag and it definitely had that grapefruit citrus smell.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. And I didn't make a mother plant. I honestly didn't think I had what the guy said he had, you know?
Yeah.
So I didn't save the genetic.
I'm going to tell you what, the Tangy, there's a guy out of Michigan called Tiki Madman.
Yeah.
And he's a breeder up there. And I mean, he puts out some absolute fire genetics.
Nice.
The guy that I know that works at the big facility in Ohio, it's a big medical facility that me and Jericho went and toured.
Yeah.
They ran some of his genetics there several years. So the guy definitely has pretty nice genetics. I mean, you know, and just the flavor, that stuff, like it's out of this world. That and like, was it apple fritter?
Yeah.
Gosh, Moses. I've had apple fritter out of Colorado.
Fingers stuck like that when we touched.
Oh gosh.
Had like, so when we got to go through every strain, you got to touch, and then you got to smell. So we had like pockets full of new gloves, and then pockets full of gloves that were just like the gloves were stuck together from touching the bud. And every time you touched one, you had to switch out the gloves.
Yep. So
like, but some of them it wasn't so sticky. But then some of them you touched it and your fingers were like this, and like we have video of our fingers. Like you're like this. You're like, yeah. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, one of my really good buddies, he works up there. And he's been telling us, you know, we needed to come up there and go on a tour of it. And I've known this guy for 15 plus years, and he actually has the same name as I do, and is also red-headed and red-bearded. So
again, it looked like a pile of family members were walking around it. Because with 2% of the Earth's population being redheaded, what the fuck are the odds that a group of us are going to be strolling around together?
I have a total of 4 friends that all of us have the same name, same hair color, and same haircut, same beard color. Yeah. All of a bunch of gingers, and all of us have the same name. There's like 4 of us. It's pretty weird because, you know, when I was growing up, nobody had the same name that I had.
Yeah.
Somewhat unique name. So it just wasn't, at the time, it wasn't very popular, I guess. I don't know.
You know, I'd like to find some strains out of Maine. I hear, you know, we talked about that a few times. That Maine has just some fire coming out of that state.
Yeah.
If there's any seed banks up there, if anybody knows of any.
I was actually talking to a guy on Instagram from Maine the other day. So
I was going to say, just go on Instagram.
Yeah. I'll hit him up.
Yeah.
And get it. So that they do a lot of it's on Instagram. You're gonna have to make an Instagram.
I have Instagram. I'm not very active about it, but I have one.
I'll send you my Instagram on I'll send it to you on text, the link or whatever.
All right,
well, you can just go on my YouTube and click my fucking link tree. You can hit my Instagram.
What I'll do.
But yeah, and then there's fucking amazing seed banks and fucking clubs and networks. Yeah. Like the trading network, and there's a lot of scammers out there, ladies and gentlemen. So beware and be careful.
No, there's a couple companies that I buy seeds from that I bought for years, and I trust both of them because they've been around forever.
Well, no. So what I'm saying is, like, so the DC Seed Network, they actually have get-togethers where people will bring their seed libraries up.
Oh,
be like, okay, so you've got, I don't fucking know. You've got this, and I got this. I'll give you 5 of these for 5 of those, or 7 of these for 10 of those. You know, like you can wheeling and dealing and trading strains and come away with something amazing.
Yeah.
I've got the Alta Fuse Alta 1
Yeah,
oil maker to make gummies. I'll be doing a video on that here coming up real soon.
that should be fun.
But yeah, so when are we going to be getting Fish and Gold's going to be doing a lot of awesome stuff here coming up. You're going to be you got doing some growing. You're going to be doing some hash making. You're going to be doing some
Hash making, yeah.
what other kind of fun shit we're going to be doing with Fish and Gold?
Well, gosh darn it. Yeah, like you're saying, we got
Well, first, how do you grow? Let's talk about your growing.
Well, first of all, I'm not actually growing. I have somebody who has the medical paperwork.
You're in co-op.
Yeah, I'm in a co-op situation, exactly. So I'm not actually at the grow site. I don't do the day-to-day. I can't. It's in a different part of the state where the grow conditions are much better than where I live. So, yeah, he's just we're doing feminized seeds purchased from a seed bank, and the reason I do that is sometimes people are like, "Well, I want to take some cuttings. I want to take a cutting off this plant." Well, you can't really. You can do that with a feminized seeded plant, but then that clone plant has like over a 90% chance of hermaphroditing in like its 8th to 10th week. So you're on a pretty high chance of having seeds in your crop. So most people won't try to take a cutting from a feminized plant. And so the guy that I have growing for me, I'd rather, it's just, for me, it's my best interest to just give him new seeds every year, you know, that he can germinate out. He can start a little early indoors, harden, put outdoors. And when he puts them outdoors, that's always a chore because he has a nice southern face hill. But we go up there and he basically does the work, but he digs out. It's not such a chore now because we have holes, but he digs out of the soil like a 40-gallon pot size out of the soil. And then we put in soil that we've purchased, you know, from a local nursery supply.
Good night, Renee.
Renee.
But before we put that soil in, we run it for ppms. You know, we flush some water through it to see how many ppms that soil actually has in it. Then we also check the pH of that soil and add amenities to it as it needs, you know, wherever it needs to be. And yeah, I'll put the plants that we hardened from indoors to outdoors into those grow areas and just put one plant in each one. Then some 4x4 hog wire to hold the plant up as it grows, because some of those plants can get pretty crazy outdoors, man. I mean, they really on these sides of the state here, they get a lot of sun. They get a lot of sun where they're at, and yeah, so they want to do a lot of growing during their season. And, so we'll be working through that, and then come harvest time, I want to do some hash stuff. I want to make some good ice bubble hash,
No,
ice water hash, bubble hash.
I know we talked about you doing a video series. Are you going to do any of that on live as well, or?
Well, here's the problem: the area that I'm in Eastern Washington, where I grow and harvest and everything, there's no cell service. I mean, unless you have internet in the building, you're SOL. And the area that we're at, none of us, unless you have the Skylink, we don't have Skylink. Yeah. So I won't be able to do it live, but I'm thinking about doing some set of videos.
Do some videos with premieres and then stream after, so then you can.
Exactly.
Nice.
Exactly. Do some of that. And because the thing is, you know, there's a lot of people that are putting a lot of energy and whatnot into the oils and the rosins and stuff, and they're doing some really incredible work. But man, I sure hate to see hash go the way of the dodo. You know, I don't think it ever will, because it's just such a great product.
Well, it's so hard to get it.
It's easy to make that at home versus having a BHO lab or a
Exactly. It's so safe.
extraction tubes and blast into the damn casserole dish like we used to.
Start the driveway on fire.
That's it. Get your Pyrex dishes.
Yeah.
Start the yard on fire.
Yeah, I never
My
had
thing is that it's so hard to find hash. Like, it is. It's not something you see. Like if you're just even in the dispensaries, you don't see it very often, and then on the street, you don't see it very often. It's not something you see. Your local street dealer is not going to be. Hey, you want to fucking? I got a ball of hash. You want some hash? It's not something you're going to be seeing unless you're dealing with somebody that's in their 50s or 60s, and that's rare.
Dutchie says that they have the Moroccan hash. That's what we used to get when I was in Germany. It was Moroccan. They call it Calero.
I've always wanted to try some hash.
Yeah, it was.
I would love some Moroccan hash.
I would love it.
Yeah, Joe. Like I said, unless you're 160, you're not going to have any hash. That shit looks like it was made back in the turn of the fucking Stone Age.
Hell yeah, Joe.
That shit looks like it's calcified, like
good shit.
That shit looks like petrified.
It's good.
That looks delicious.
Perfection.
It's funny when I'm smoking and whatnot, I always what did I do with my hash pipe? I think I might have put my hash pipe away because I haven't had any hash in a while. Yeah, I put that darn thing away. But I have a separate pipe for hash. I have 2 pipes for flour. Then I have a separate bong for flour and a separate bong for doing dabs in. Yeah. I try to keep everything separated, because flour, and then you have that taste of that burned flour in there, and then you smoke dabs through it. It just not. They do not. Those 2 flavors do not taste well good together.
I remember you were talking about when you were over there in Germany.
Yeah.
I remember back when I was over there in Europe, playing around on the government's dime.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were in Belgium or something like that. And a couple of my friends took a train ride to Germany. I don't know how it went down. I'm going to have to ask them. But they took a ride over to Germany to pick up black Afghanistan hash.
Nice.
That was the big thing and it was cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap as hell.
Yeah.
We got it back here. We got it back here to the States. Everybody was responsible for their own stuff, but a lot of it got back here. And I in fact gave my brother 10 grams for Christmas.
Nice.
It was that cheap. We were getting it. The most expensive hash was that, and that was $2 a gram.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
So Scrappy says that's the hash you got from Moses. Creed says that looks like you made that in your teens.
All right, I'm gonna fire a little bit of it up here in a minute.
Everybody, Father Time up there.
You buy a pound of black Afghan for 500 euros. Red Lebanese, yeah. Yeah, the hatch has always been a little more expensive because it takes a little more bud to make the hash. But so you really use the prime bud for it. Use the trim.
Back when I was over there, you couldn't get bud in Europe. That's all they had was hash.
You could only get it in like Amsterdam over in the Netherlands.
Well, even I was over there in the Netherlands. I was in Rotterdam and Amsterdam, and they had bars, and they had a lot of blonde hash. And what people would do is go to the bar, and they smoked it differently. They rolled it in their tobacco in their cigarettes,
Yeah.
You know, they'd put hash in there.
Yeah.
But there was hash all over the bar.
Yeah.
When you walked into the bar, you sat at the bar, there was hash all over the place.
Yeah. See, when I got over there, they had a lot of flower growers, a lot of flour, and also a lot of hash, tons of hash.
We could never get flour over there.
Yeah.
I had a buddy that used to live in Egypt, and well, his family did, and he lived here, but he would go over there in the summers, and he was a bud smoker, and every time he went to Egypt, he raised hell about that because he could never find any bud. All he could ever find was hashish.
Yeah.
He's like, you have to use tobacco if you want to roll anything up. He's like, you have to use like a tobacco. He said, and the weeds you could find was just terrible. He said, so it was just, you just smoked hash the whole summer. He's like,
well, that's what they used to do. They used to take. I was in this place where these guys were smoking, and they take their tobacco, and then they take a piece of hash, and they'd put it on the end of something, you know, like a toothpick or something, and they'd heat it up, and cook it on the toothpick until it became very, very brittle and it fell apart like nothing. And then they would make it fall apart either into their cigarette or into this pile of tobacco that they had. Then they'd mix the tobacco up and they'd load up them chillums.
Yeah.
You know, and then they'd be standing there, they'd have the thing, they'd be smoking their chillum like that and everything like that, and they would get blasted. Blasted, man.
My buddy said him and his cousins would sit up in a room with a hookah, and they just put like a 10 gram to half gram knot of damn either Egyptian or Moroccan hash up in that thing, and then they'd set that coil down on top of it, and they just sat there. He said, we puff on that thing till the print on the walls starts moving.
Man.
He tried to get me to come over there one summer, and I couldn't go. And then like 2 summers later or 3 summers later, I asked him about it because he didn't go every summer. And I asked him about it, and they were having like kind of the government was like, there was a bunch of political shit going on, and he told me I was a little too light of a shade to be going over there.
Oh.
He said that, I mean, and his family was rich. Like he literally did. I mean, his family was rich. So, and he told me it still wouldn't be safe for me to go over there.
Yeah.
So I kind of missed the window of opportunity to go check out the damn pyramids. And all I had to do was basically just pay for my flight to get there and back.
Hey, Davey, that's that. I enjoy hash that way too. We'd heat it on a pen.
Yeah.
And underneath a glass. Yeah, you put a little straw under there, and then
Yeah, I remember doing that. Yeah. I
Y'all were
was
some,
just gonna mention DB saying hash under glass. Yeah.
also we'd hot knife it.
y'all are some old heads. That's what that is. Y'all some old heads. Lighting that shit on a butter knife on the damn oven.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what my parents were talking about. You need to get some hash, put it on a knife, heat your butter knife up on the oven burn. And I'm like, you some old they got things for doing this now, you know.
Yeah.
What we used to do, I was at night we'd go out where you know when I was on a ship is what it was, and we'd take the inside the foil from the inside of a cigarette pack. We'd take that and we'd roll it around a pen, and then we put a little piece of tape on each, you know, little side. Then we'd bend it, the end of it up, so it had a little, and we'd put a little chunk of hash in there. And what we do, we'd fire it up. It's like a one-hitter, and we called it a disposal bowl because you could light it up, hit it, crumple it up, and throw it overboard, and nobody knows nothing.
Nice.
Yeah, the ingenuity that we had to come up with ways to get high was, you know.
Robert Worley, welcome in, mother. What?
Hey, Robert Worley.
6 months ago.
Jericho, did you hear any of this conversation?
I don't think I heard you just now.
That they're old as fuck and they were smoking hash weird ways.
That's it in a nutshell. That sums most of it up.
I'm not saying I'm old, but my mom, she took history from memory.
Hey, I love the wisdom that you elders bring to the table. I tell you.
See, I can't say shit to Fish and Gold because he's not that much older than me or you.
Yeah, I'm not that much older than you, actually.
I'm not that much older than you either.
Fucking lying mother.
Jesus Christ. Oh man.
Yeah, you're not though, actually.
No.
Which is fucking scary.
I'm actually young at heart.
Jesus, that's scary. Oh my God.
Jesus, God, I hope I weather better than you fucks.
So, I don't know if I ever told you guys about the fact that I cooked from most of my life. I was a chef for like 20 years. When I came out of the army,
we have a couple of chefs in chat.
Yeah, Jolly Roger, and also let me see here, New Era Outdoors is a sous chef. I know. Anyways, gosh darn it, if I don't remember what the hell I was going to say.
You were a chef and you could cook ramen noodles.
I could cook ramen noodles. Oh boy. Let me tell you, I ate so many ramen noodles in culinary school, man. Just getting through school, I don't know if I could eat another one of those again. Oh my! I
can't. I'm not allowed.
I don't think I have ever had them.
They're fucking delicious.
Horrible.
They're delicious though.
Yeah. When I was in the army, we used to get them raw without cooking them. When we'd be out marching, we couldn't stop to eat, so you just need some carbs. So we just,
That would do it for me too.
Yeah, we ate in all sorts of ways.
College days, we ate a lot of that shit. I've had my fill.
Yep.
It was good back in the day when you were poor.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you're poor, man, it's delicious. I used to make it all sorts of different ways. I'd buy all sorts of fresh vegetables from the farmers markets and get them cheaper and organic and better tasting, And I'd always ask them, "Hey, you got any number 2s? Like the ones that they don't really want to put out for sale, but they will sell if they, And so I'd buy the number 2 vegetables because they're ugly, but they're just as good, And I'd save money where I could and just take that little ramen noodle pack and really make it into something, Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, when you're young, you got a bad, case of munchies that you have is bad enough. You'd about eat a damn shoe if you had enough hot sauce. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Especially if you're fucking. And I'm gonna tell you what, I never went to college. I just went and stayed with all my buddies in the fraternity houses, and that was a blast.
Well, I remembered what I was going to tell you about cooking, because the thing is, I was so much into cooking that my girlfriend at the time was named Peaches. She was a ravishing beauty with humongous gourds, but then again, I'm a chestnut. Well, one day we were driving in my car. It's a Stingray, and we're on the rutabaga. She got me smoking some of that herb, and she says, "Hey, you better leave that grass alone, you fruit, or I'll leave it for basil." She was trying to give me an old tomato. Well, you know what? All I knew Peaches was the pits, but at least she didn't call the fuzz.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
You have a knack for telling stories, my friend.
Well, that's when you have too much time on your hands.
No.
Are you Irish by any chance?
You know what? No, I'm Norwegian. My mom's from Norway.
Oh, I was going to say you have the gift of the gab there going.
Yeah. No, my father was an entertainer. If you go to my channel, you'll see most of his music on there and even a video of his.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I love cooking. Cooking is just like a passion. I just love everything about it. You know, when you get down to it, everything is with cooking is so much in what that person is putting into it.
Welcome in, Peter.
Hey, there's Peter. How you doing, Peter? Peter's a friend of mine. I know him.
Hey,
Hey,
what's
let
happening?
me tell you this little story, fellas. Peter Coronado was the winner of this particular pirate pipe.
Oh,
That's
So
right.
he's my neighbor, actually. So when he got it, he brought it down to me and says, "Hey, man, you want this?" I'm like, "Heck yeah, I want that." So he told, yeah, he gave it to me. He gave it to me as a gift.
nice.
Wasn't that very kind of him? Thank you, Peter. Appreciate it very much. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
So what you're saying is there's a bunch of stone fuckers in a row right there.
Oh yeah.
I wonder how many people are actually watching this show that are not stoned.
Right?
If anybody is watching this sober, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Come on now. We could just be that entertaining.
Right?
Or they could be like putting their kids in front of it and like, don't smoke because you'll end
Oh
up.
yeah. Or
Yeah.
Aqua Donkey's sober. So they're like, all right, so
Nothing wrong with that.
they're like, all right, guys, listen. So you guys are what not to do. I agree.
Yeah, right.
I agree with Mr. Agro Fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to be good for something.
Oh yeah. Well, see, I don't do drugs anymore.
You don't do what?
I don't do drugs anymore.
Me either.
I can't imagine something that you can pick off a plant being called a drug. That's just,
I don't either.
that absolutely stymies me when people call that a drug. Do you use drugs? No, I do not. Well, do you use cannabis? Yes, I do. Then you use drugs? No, I absolutely do not use drugs. I haven't used drugs in almost 28 years come April Fool's Day. Thank God. You know? Because there was a time in my life when I had a real problem with drugs and alcohol, but I haven't had a drug or a drink since 1997, you know? And it just stymies me when they tell me, when they try to convince me that that plant is somehow a drug.
Well, they did that. They did that to me. I had a 2-level spinal fusion. Okay.
Yeah.
So after that cleared up and I was out there walking around again and I was working and doing all kinds of good stuff like I used to, I aggravated it again. And my surgeon had moved to Connecticut. So he's far away. And this is at the beginning stages of my second battle with my back.
Yeah.
So I went to a pain, I'll make it a long story short, but I went to a pain management place because I wanted to get something like hydrocodone or something like that for the pain because I couldn't walk.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine, my wife was, I don't know, she was working or something like that, but I had a friend of mine, he had to help me go there. You know, I couldn't walk. They gave me a test. They said we got to test you and stuff like that, and we'll let you know in a couple of days what we can do for you. I went back there to an appointment, and the guy says I can't give you anything. I can't give you anything for the pain because we detected illegal street drugs in your system.
Isn't that ridiculous?
I says what? She says marijuana. Illegal street drugs. That's what they called it. So you're gonna let me sit here in pain because I smoke a little weed. To me, that was ridiculous.
Yep.
You know, immediately I went to find my doctor and I got a prescription for the pain pills until I got the operation again. But that, to me, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm so strict about not using actual drugs, using actual pharmaceuticals if I don't have to, especially opiates, namely opiates, which was my drug of choice.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah. I had open heart surgery in 2016. I had a valve replaced, and I had my ascending aorta replaced in a procedure called a Bentall procedure. And when I was coming out of surgery after open heart surgery, about 3 days in, I'm still getting opiates and everything, and I'm, for the pain, but I'm starting to notice that the opiates aren't just killing the pain. They're making me feel kind of groovy, if you know what I mean. So I told the doctor, I said, hey, we need to come up, because I talked to him beforehand about my opiate problems and how I was going to have to get off of them before I came out of the hospital. So this is only 3 days post-operative. And I told him, I said, I got to get off these because they're making me,
Yeah.
So the nurse, I remember, it was a male nurse. I can't remember his name, but God bless his soul. He came in and he asked me, what do you use at home for pain relief? And I was very honest with him. I said, I use cannabis and I use Tylenol. He's okay. Let me go talk to the doctor. They came back and asked me if I knew what Marinol was.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
Marinol is the FDA approved THC pill. Now, it's no way in any way, shape, or form like smoking. Exactly.
It's got very little THC in it.
Yeah. Well, they gave me a high, I don't remember the dose they gave me, but they gave me, he said it was a pretty high dose. The nurse told me it was at any rate. But they gave me that. They gave me some Tylenol about half an hour before they took me off the opiates. And when they took me off the opiates, I quickly realized that little bit of Marinol and Tylenol against the pain that I was having was kind of like peeing in the ocean. You didn't really notice anything. Yeah, it was pristine. This pain was pristine. Yeah. But and the doctor asked me several times if I wanted to get back on the opiate drip, and I just explained to him. I says, man, I'll be honest with you, I'd rather have the pain than the addiction.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'd rather have the pain than the addiction. So
I asked my doctor the second time around because I knew about the first time he gave me hydrocodone and that was it. And I didn't question nothing, but I knew about the opiates afterwards, the Oxycontins and stuff like that, heavy painkillers. So I says, I'm in pain here, So I said, well, maybe these things are going to be good for me. So I went to my doctor and I says, Doc, besides what you're giving me now, is there anything you can give me that's stronger? And he goes, why? So I says, because that stuff there that you give me, it just cuts the edge off of the pain, makes it tough. He says, believe me, that's all we want. You don't want to get on that other shit.
Yeah.
He says, don't. He says, if you can bear this for the next 2 weeks before the operation, he says you're a lot better off. Yeah. And I'm grateful for that, because I know I found out what that stuff can do to you.
Yeah. You don't always get a doctor that tells you that.
Nope.
Yeah, this guy was a good doctor. That's why I went back to him, and everything is on the up and up. He even told me, he says he sponsors a golf. I was telling my wife I can't wait till I'm all better and I get back out on the golf course. She said, you ain't gonna play golf. And I asked the doctor, I said, can I play golf after this? He says, I sponsor a tournament. He says, the guy who I play with every week, I did a 4-level spinal fusion on him and he still beats me every week. So, I was happy to hear that for sure.
Absolutely.
I am high as Joe's titties.
Well, you see, that's what happens when you get high. When I get high, I just start rambling on. I like to tell stories,
So I went to bed early last night. And when I say early, I mean, it was good night, Aqua Donkey. It was well before midnight. It was like 11 something. And I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning. I was like, damn, I could do a coffee and coffin at 4:20. I said, nobody's going to be awake. So I started packing some stuff and getting some stuff arranged and whatnot. Drank my coffee and I don't know why in the hell I got up that early. Oh, Joe's being loud. That new golf club's going to go up against somebody's fucking head tonight. But yeah, I got ripped.
Yeah. I got high at the mall the other day, guys.
How was that?
Well, it was okay. Everything went fine until I ended up getting beat up a little bit. I smoked a little too much of the Lord's lettuce, and I saw this gal walking down the way, this great big beautiful lady, but wouldn't you know it, her dress was just stuck in the wrong seam. You know what I mean? Right down the back, right down the middle of her back. It was just in the wrong place. And I know for myself it gets uncomfortable, and so I thought she maybe couldn't reach it, and I just plucked it out for her real quick, you know, and wouldn't you know, she turned around and hit me. Well, I figured she wanted it back up in there, so when I tucked it back in, wouldn't you know, she turned around and she hit me again. So there's no making her happy. I'm not going back to that mall. Yeah. Well, no, they won't let me back in, because then when I was trying to make a purchase, but when the lady told me to strip down and in front of, you know, towards me, I thought she meant something else other than my card. And before I realized what she meant, well, they're telling me not to come back into the mall. So, yeah.
I haven't gotten the mall in forever.
Yeah.
Well, boys and girls, I got the call.
Joe was told, all right, I'm going to bed, Joe. You're being loud.
See you, Joe.
All right, I'm going to head out.
All right, Joe.
Yeah, I was just going to say I'm getting ready to shoot it in the ass. We're going live 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Weed Gets. We're giving away 2 pipes on Thursday, possibly 3 if we get 50 thumbs up. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Don't forget to smash thumbs up if you haven't. Subscribe, everybody, in chat. We got Gold Eagle Prospecting up on top, Fishing Gold, Mr. I Go Fryer. Thanks for everybody for watching. Have a good one, everybody. Got a little outro later.
Good night, everybody.
Sitting